All right, let me.
When I sent the message, I heard a thing, but you were away.
Uh, oh, what's up? YouTube? What's up with YouTube? Oh,
Not YouTube. Remember Facebook? They locked down they locked down the settings. You can't do stuff like this no more on Facebook.
oh
Like
wow.
this.
So
Not
something
this.
just came
Not
through on
this.
Facebook saying live.
Yeah, but that's the
I mean, not
that's,
on Facebook, on YouTube.
yeah, it's we on both, but I'm saying remember I had to switch
Oh, okay.
from simulcasting because Facebook changed. So now it's on a page, not a profile.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent you the link to where it's at. So you should be able to see that.
When God says so, I say it go.
Oh, you see my thing. Yeah, when I was doing that big series, it just kept coming out. So people would stop me on the road and be like, when God said so, instead of saying hello, like that's what they would say to me. Like strangers, like,
So they, or when they read you.
yeah, like, yeah, exactly. No, it's true. It's like, exactly. And I'm like, yo, I done turned this into a thing.
You know, you
Oh,
turn
boy.
up,
Turned it
turn
into
up.
something.
So we you
Yeah.
still doing face? Which one we going? Facebook or YouTube right now?
The link is in your inbox, bro, in your Facebook inbox.
Facebook. Oh, okay, okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. I see
I
it.
guess I should share it to my regular Facebook page
I
too.
see
Where
it.
is it? Okay, so I'm gonna click share.
Who drew the joint? Yo, that the what's the name joint is fire.
What's that?
The picture that did somebody draw it over?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got somebody yeah, to cartoonize the joint.
That joint is fire.
Thanks, man.
That joint is fire.
Yeah, so we waiting for people to come in because
All right, so
we had to kind of make an adjustment
let me
because
do that
the
now.
United States Congress railed my man so badly
Reel him.
because of oops,
It's,
because of the
it,
collusion thing
it's all. It's
that
just.
they had to make some adjustments and it killed a bunch of my mechanisms, man. In 1 month, it just took out everything I use. I got so many different tools. It took everything out. Be like,
It's the control game, kid. You already know.
mm-hmm. So that's where it is. Let me go ahead and see if anybody's in the building. I see one person, but it's going to take people a second to kind of remember what we said last week and even see, you know. So
Hmm. I just shared it
maybe
to
let
my
me click
Facebook.
this. I'm gonna share this to a group. I'm gonna share this to what's the place? Breathe. Thank God I'm married.
Mm.
Shared.
Oh, you shared it to thank God I'm married. I just did.
Okay, two of us. And
Uh,
marriage ain't for suckers. Shared.
yeah. Wakinda.
I'm gonna share it one more time. See Chris Ann here. Yes. I'm gonna share it to grown and married. Yeah, I'm gonna share it to grown and married. Quest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Write a
All right.
post. Share it to.
Mm.
Mhm. All right. Hey, Chris Ann.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Isaiah found us. That's what's up. You up? That's good.
Oh.
I've had to make changes like this before. It took a minute. People to catch
Uh,
on. So that's
yeah,
why
because
I'm
you
taking
got to
time.
rearrange every. Oh man,
Yeah.
that happens.
The blessing is, oh, I don't know. Well, some of the people have liked this page, so they'll get the alert, but right by now it would have picked up a little more. Isaiah, what up? You good? Just gonna give y'all a little more time this time just because of the adjustment that had to be made. Where
Mhm.
that's good, bro. And Vivette found us. Hey, Vivette. Mm-hmm. That's our peoples. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Foundation ain't find us, but she hasn't inboxed me either. But then again, I think she's here.
She might be there already.
I think she's here. No, I mean here. Like,
Oh, in the States.
nah, here. I'm not in the States.
I mean, where in we mean here.
Her home, man. Here.
Oh,
Not there. Here.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Junior's birthday was the other day. I saw some pictures with people that I know that whole crew didn't get up and go to the States to celebrate this dude's birthday.
yeah, no.
So they on this side of the world. Got to be.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll give them 2 more minutes. If y'all would click that share button, that would be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Quest, I double checked. I even got a little note.
Mm-hmm.
I double checked that sound piece, man, because real talk, like the computer, my laptop, I never move it. And you know, Macs have mind of their own. When you plug in and when you unplug, they make settings. There are settings that change based on whether it's plugged into something or not. And I guess I did not notice the difference. And that last broadcast never too worked out.
Christian Day in our building.
Yeah, man. That's our peoples, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. 30 seconds. For those of you joining us for the very first time, this is the Marriage Ain't for Suckers program. In a moment, it'll sound like we know what we're talking about, and that'll mean that we are LIVE with all of the sound people. That is iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and whoever else does it live, and then the other aggregators will pick it up once we hit end.
No doubt.
So, yeah, there it goes. And I want you to hear this thing, but I can't play it now. The video was not coming through. I don't know what coming. What does coming through mean? Not coming. It's not coming too good. That's probably a connection thing on your end, Chrisanne. Sometime it happens.
There's a video mashup. Oh, yeah. Make sure we got the audio too, because you might not have to bootleg.
Nah. That's what I was just saying to you, Quest.
Okay.
I don't think you listen to me. I think you filter my voice out. Like you don't like my voice.
I don't. I promise I don't.
Switch off like the frequency below 150 kilohertz. Switch it off. It's not until I go, then you hear me like, oh, what happened, Dave? It's all right. All right, y'all. So why don't you let me know, Quest?
Yeah.
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 Then then you I heard that.
Oh, you good. You're good. All right, now we good. Now
watch this. I could do that. I could do that too. But, all right, y'all. So why don't you let me know, Quest? That's that delay. That's the delay. Sierra, hello. All right. So once Quest gives me the green light, we're going to go live.
You got the green light.
I got the green light. Okay, quiet on the set. Quiet on the set. And make sure we're ready to go. Yes, clicking it. It's your man, Dave. Let's get into it. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
What up? It's your boy Quest, the host with the most. Yes, indeed. And welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast alongside my man, my man, L. David Harris.
Get on the mic.
And MC.
What up, y'all?
Oh, man, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Yo.
What up?
Class is in the session.
Yeah, what's up, man? It feels kind of weird. I don't know, man. For the last 2 weeks, I've been in like 2 different places, so it's been kind of strange. But I'm happy I'm back. Like when you've been away from home for so long, dude, you just glad to be home. So I'm glad to be home, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
almost felt kind of weird though, but yeah, glad nonetheless, man. How's things going on the, you know what I'm saying? On the sunshine, blue skies, you know what I'm saying?
We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good, you know, we're good. Except for people trying to burn down the property across from us because they just bought the land and they trying to clear it. They give me asthma. But apart from that, we good.
And tell him to chill out with that, man.
And I told him the other day and he was like, whatever.
Yeah. So. Yes, indeed, man. Enjoying things on this side as well. It's coming down to, I guess, the end of the official summer for the kids. You know, in the South, it always stays warm till about, late October, early November.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. But Zoe, I was talking to her today and I was telling her that, yep, enjoy it while you can because your free paper soon born.
Free paper born.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So tomorrow I'm going to the A to go pick her up, bring her back. She got a week out before school. Nico starts school on the 20th, B.
What? I'm gonna get the discipline now. Have to sit on in a desk.
I'm just saying, they're growing up right in front of my very eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's a joy to see that happening. About to put some new things in place. You know what I'm saying? We're moving into a new season. God has required some things of us, and I got to get to work as far as the kids are concerned.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't really like the change when you tighten up the structure, but it is what it is. We have to do what we need to do as parents in order for them to grow into the
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? The people that we need them to grow into. So
that's it. That's it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy. So yeah, man, I really want to do is like for real, just remind everybody that, you know what I'm saying, the new things are happening with Marriage Ain't for Suckers, the extension.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. I'll let you do your thing, man.
Okay.
I'm
All right. So yeah, we're trying to expand and do some things, and you know what I'm saying? So that, like, for real, that we're just hoping that God enlarges our territory so we're able to get into more places. And one of the ways that you can help us as listeners is to go ahead and go buy the podcast app. I'm not sure how you do it for the other apps, like for Google Play. I'm sure that there's a way for you to do it. But if you have an iPhone, do me a favor. First and foremost, if you're listening and you have not yet subscribed to the podcast, I'm going to have to come and get you. Nah, but we do.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come get them, D. But the way that you help, if you want to help us, is go and open up the podcast icon on your iPhone. And in the search for Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. It'll pop up. 2 things I want you to do. Subscribe and then leave us a review. If you hit on it, you scroll down, you'll see the reviews there. Hit see all and then add review and go ahead and leave us a review. We would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get those numbers up and you might become a listener of the week on the
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Quest.
Talk to me, man.
Like I want to tell them about this other program, but then it'll seem like we're competing, but we're not because it's an extension, like you said, right?
Extension.
It's
a conglomerate, man.
Man. So we trying to take over the marriage game, quite frankly. And listen, we're adding things. We're adding things. So all right. So here, what I want to do, right? It's gonna be weird, but understand why. I just want to play the intro.
Come on.
Okay. I'm gonna play the intro so y'all understand exactly what I mean by it's a collaboration. So I'm gonna play the intro. Here you go.
Yeah, come on.
Peace, y'all. It's your man Dave. You may have heard me alongside my brother Quest on the Marriage Ain't for Suckers program. We're still going strong, and now it's time to take it up a notch. This is the Grown and Married program with my co-host, my rib, the queen of my castle, the queen of my life, Simone Harris. We've been friends for almost 30 years and married for almost 20. So we know a thing or two about making marriage and relationships work.
Come on.
You're willing to make it work. Yeah. So gather around, y'all. Share this with your spouses, your friends, your frenemies, and yes, even your enemies. And let's make marriages phenomenal together. Queen Simone, I know you're ready. I know you're set. So let's go.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, y'all get it.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I can't wait till the Marriage King Quest, and hopefully if Faith can come through, we could do a four-way on that.
She is officially giving me the green light. We had a conversation the other day, and so you'll be able. It's going to be refreshing because I know they hear from us all the time. They must be.
They got that deep voice coming through all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So now they want to hear from the ladies. So indeed, we will be bringing the ladies on so that you can hear from the ladies, because it's one thing to hear from us, but we want you to hear from the horse's mouth. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Like yourself. So yeah, straight from the ladies.
True indeed. Thank you.
So man. Shouts out to y'all, man, as y'all go through, and man, let's do what we do, man, and take over the marriage game.
Yeah, man.
And then as we move into this new season with the podcast, D, we're gonna have some guests coming on.
Looking forward to it, man. Because you already know I was down for that from jump.
Oh
so
man,
we got more than 100 episodes in, so we can start making some some change, not changes, but some additions. So that's a positive thing.
Yep, it's gonna be dope. Stacy said, "Let's go, Queens."
Yeah, man. What?
Oh man, shouts out to Stacy. They're listening actually all the way from New Zealand, I believe.
Okay, word up. So you got some more peoples, man.
Indeed. Wow. Yeah, so let's get into it, D, so we can get on into the program. Real quick, shouts out to Breathe University. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. For more information on how you can become a part of Breathe University, well, first and foremost, D, let me just tell them, like, I have not seen a program there. Now, there are a bunch of programs out there, online programs that will allow you to grow, right? And expand in ways that you just don't do on a regular 9-to-5, right? And if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to find out the skills, tools, and tricks in order to get to the next level, if you are trying to become better just as a person in terms of personal development, there's a number of different things. And the one that I'm biased to the most is the very thing that we do here.
Oh, yeah.
Which is marriage. Proud to say that I run the marriage department.
Okay.
Would, man, like for real, if those are things that you are interested in and you're just sitting there trying to find out, how do I go to the next level? Try to go to one of the conferences and get a taste of what Breathe University is all about. If you want to go to the next conference, there's one coming up in Philly called Ignite the Dream. There is Take Control, I believe. I want to say San Francisco, or did it take place already? But the way you find out about the next event, go to etinspires.com/events. And if you want to find out more about Breathe University and you want to become a part of that, do me a favor. Go by breatheuniversity.com, and everything you need to know is right there on the page. Yep.
Word up. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do something for Ronnie Jacks one week. I think I'm a write for this one week. But until then, Ronnie, you're gonna have to hear it like this. Yeah. It's just an intro. We're overdoing the intro. Yeah, today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get your free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/marriage. With more than 180,000 titles from which to choose for your iPhone, Android, and Kindle. If you have another kind of MP3 player, I don't know what it is, but you can get it downloaded there too.
Yep.
And today I'm not recommending anything. I need y'all to recommend something. Put it in the feed. Get your free audio book from that website, audibletrial.com/marriage, and recommend right there in the comments section. You're watching on YouTube. You're watching on Facebook. Put it in the comments section and recommend it to the rest of us. And we'll see what you get.
Indeed.
Word up.
Indeed. So, D, what's the topic of the day, D?
Yo, it's called impact.
Yeah.
Impact. I think this may resonate with my man Quest, though.
Oh, man.
Impact. How the trials of life affect our marriages for good or not so good.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
I'm just going to say, D, that, the challenges are, I think, what was it that somebody said today? Challenges are life. Growth is optional. Choose wisely. I'm going to say it one more time.
Yeah.
Life equates to challenges and changes. Growth is optional. Choose wisely.
Beautiful.
And I'm saying, D, like, no matter what you do, you live in, you're going to experience some difficulty, challenge, catastrophe, some more difficult than others, some that'll, like, for real, there are going to be some challenges in this life that literally bring you to your knees. Right? As it relates to marriage, those challenges, difficulties also equate to opportunities. I'm telling you, this past week has been just a crazy week for me. We had a fender bender when we were away on vacation, right? We were going to pay for it out of pocket until what we thought was simple was not so simple. So we went through the insurance company. That got taken care of today. Then there was an issue that I thought was wrong with my car. So I go back up to the dealership and come to find out it was just a glitch in my computer. So they fixed that, no charge. I'm like, come on, daddy. And then like, I want to say Tuesday, like while all of this other stuff is going on and we running up and down and trying to take care of stuff, I came like down with one of the most serious headaches I've ever had, to the point that I had to go take Excedrin migraine D and just go lie down.
Wow.
And like for real, like life can just come at you real fast. You know what I'm saying? And for everything else, there's MasterCard. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not paying for that. And they need to pay me. Listen, if y'all want to pay us, all you need to do is go to marriageaintforsuckers.com. You just got that free drop.
Yeah, cut us a check for that. You know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, D, all jokes aside, it's an opportunity. Sometimes when we go through challenges, you go through challenges sometimes on a singular basis and not collectively as it relates to marriage. And you should be going through it collectively, right? The word declares, woe be unto a man if he doesn't have a friend to lift him up when he's down.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, D.
True indeed.
Right? Right? And so what I've realized is that one of two things are happening. Either you're so prideful or you're so, what's the word that I'm looking for? You're so private, when you shouldn't be in a marriage. There's no privacy in a marriage between a husband and wife, but you are so, to the point, D, where you won't even share with your spouse what's going on, or you've shared with your spouse what's going on before, and the response that you got was not a response that would encourage you to come back again. And so I'm saying this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, that these are the opportunities for you to create intimacy, because what I found out about difficulties and challenge, they're either going to pull you closer or they're going to push you further away. There's no in between. No in between. And I'm saying, D, let the difficulties and challenges pull you closer, right? Encourage your spouse. If you know your spouse is in a place where you can see it, you know your spouse enough to know that something's just not right, pull them to the side. Hey, sweetheart, honey, is everything okay? You want to talk about it? Right. Because if they're in that court. Yeah, come on, put the ball in their court. And you know that if they're in trouble, like for real, if they're not feeling good, guess who's going to end up not feeling good? If you have a normal feeling, or if you have a normal attitude or composure while your spouse is in pain, then something is wrong with you. Yeah. Or if they're going through some difficulty or challenge, or they're not feeling their best, and you can maintain or be all right with the fact that they're going through that and you're not trying to help, then something's wrong with you. And I'm saying, D, that just as you named the title, for better or worse, it can make your relationship better or it can make it worse. What you say? Yeah, I mean, it's going to make an impact. Like, trials and tribulations make an impact on our lives. Come on. And of course, if we are married or in serious relationships considering marriage, then like they say, many hands make light work. Oh, come on. Right? Or together, everybody achieves more. So, or the threefold cord is
is hard to be broken. Shall I
come on.
continue?
Yeah.
So, a person who, in the spirit of the one that you said, if I'm cold and I got my wife there and we can join together, we can have enough heat so I don't die being cold, right? So the whole point is that if we're married, we're supposed to be that blessing, the one to help lift up our spouses when they're going through troubles.
Yeah.
So it's either going to make you stronger or it's going to destroy you.
Have you
Huh?
No, go ahead.
And if we're together, then the goal is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm adding to the tribulation by tearing down my wife at the moment or being disrespectful, like I couldn't care less that she's going through whatever, then I just made it worse, man.
And I think a large portion of it too, D, is understanding the makeup of man and woman, or understanding the makeup of who you're married to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ladies, you married to a man. And I know that's obvious. And men, you married to a woman. And I know that's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But the makeup of a man and woman may not be so obvious sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to understand who it is you're married to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, men are negligent. I shouldn't say that. Men are not your average man, I should say, D. It's not so easy for them to be vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Right? More guarded.
Yep, they because we've all at some what you cry, we've been taught up not to cry, man up,
socialized,
socialized,
to
right,
hide.
Right, and so which has not always been a good thing, especially when it deals with relationships. So if your husband, ladies, comes to you and says to you, sweetheart, I'm not feeling my best. Like, that's something that we just don't normally do. Like, I'm not going to say all men do that, but a good majority of men don't do that. So when you have your husband who's coming to you and telling you, sweetheart, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not feeling my best. Do me a favor, create the environment for him to be safe with you, right? Mm-hmm. In other words, don't say to my man, well, yo, snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
in what you might think is a quick fix and keep it moving. Something might really be deep going on, and he's like trying to find the words to express that I'm going through something, right? And the flip side of that as well, when your woman comes to you to talk, man, don't play it like, we got to talk again. We talked yesterday. Like, for real, don't do that.
Can we talk later? Can we talk another time?
Come on, because
I got this deadline right now. Can we do this later?
Yeah, for real. Because here's the thing, like, and I've seen it in so many different situations, and I hate to, but there are basic needs that we have in relationship. Like, there's needs that I have with or expectations that I have with my wife. Like, I don't expect my wife to be my roommate because she's not my roommate. She's my wife. Mm-hmm. But there are some of you who are treating your spouse like he or she is your roommate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And what's going to end up happening is the enemy is always looking to steal, kill, and destroy. Right. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen is you put your spouse, and I hate to always come here, but the truth is the truth. It's all fun and games until you in the divorce court.
Yeah. Not worth.
You know what I'm saying? Like, count the cost. Like, create the environment such that your spouse don't have to go nowhere. Because what you don't do for your spouse, somebody else will gladly do.
Yeah. And they'll do it for just enough time to disrupt your life further. It's not that they're going to stick around. It's not that 99% of the time they're going to keep your spouse engaged, but just enough time while your spouse is vulnerable. It's possible that this mirage, this thing that turns into a pumpkin at midnight, will intrigue your spouse just enough to add some more fuel to that fire, man. And sometimes we facilitate that thing. We add oxygen to the joint because we have turned a blind eye, or not turned a blind eye. Yeah, turned a blind eye. Shut them out to where it's like, well, where else will they go now?
Yeah. And when stuff like that happens, D, I'm always asking, like, what did you get into marriage for in the first place?
Yeah.
Did you get into it for you, or did you get into it to make this, you know what I'm saying, add value to this person's life?
Mm-hmm.
I know for Faith, I want her to experience the best life she can possibly experience when she's with me.
Yeah.
And that's why we get up every day and we do what we do every week. And we do all these things that you see us doing now. Why?
Yeah.
Because I want her to look and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like every day, okay, it's getting better. We're growing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
It's interesting. So the other day I text Simone something that's none of y'all business, right? But something good. You know how they say, tell something good. And, you know, I'm not paying for it, so I'm not going to sing it for y'all.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah. You know, I could, but I just can't afford it. But
D heavy on that copyright.
yeah. But anyway, she was just like, yo, you laying it on thick. I ain't going nowhere, bruh. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Just like you laying it on thick, but I'm not going nowhere.
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm like, and listen, it wasn't like I was like, I'm so glad you're with me and you're not leaving me because I did something. It had nothing to do with that. It was just like in a text format before we could see each other in the morning.
Yeah.
I said something that I felt about her, you know, and she was just like, dude, I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So it impacted her to the point she was like, yo, we in there, man. What?
That's something big too, D. And I'm not saying that this is the case with you and Simone, because I know y'all been rocking for like 30 years. But sometimes in your previous life, you're now in a marriage that's you're in a good space. You're in a good marriage. It's fairly decent. You know what I'm saying? You're not shaky to good. You either good to great, or you might be on your way to phenomenal. But sometimes could it possibly be that the impacts on your life that have taken place before you got to this good place has you in a state such that when you are experiencing all the love texts, and sometimes it might be too good to be true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you play it to the left, and then like for real, you got to be careful of that, because your spouse might be like, yo, I have a heart and I am expressing my love for you. Like I read Song of Solomon and like my man goes in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me kiss her with the kisses of my lips, for your love is better than wine. I'm just like, my man is laying down some heavy lyrics.
Lyrics.
And
lyrical.
I doubt, like those are things that we should, for lack of a better term, get drunk in, if you will, D. Like be drunk with the love of your spouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you become intoxicated with the love of your, and vice versa, like for real. And I think sometimes, like when you get hugged up, or he send you a note, you know what I'm saying, or do that thing that seems like it's overboard. Sometimes you sitting back like, what's the reason for all it? It's no reason. It's the way that I feel about you. Am I wrong because I feel that way about you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, I'm feeling something here, right here. And there's no copyright issue, man. Check this out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Song of Solomon, chapter 3.
Check it out. Check it out.
By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city and the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth.
Yeah. And she just keeps going on and on and on, looking for her beloved. And they're like, what's your beloved more than any beloved that you so charge us? Like she was like, yo, if you find them, let them know that I'm home. Like I'm lovesick. I need this dude back home with me, because the dude was laying it down in the right way in his household, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that it's all about the physical side of it. It's about
I wasn't talking about physical when I said.
I know what you're saying when you say lay it down, but I want to make it clear for the listeners, D, that we're not just talking about the physical side of it when he say lay it down. I'm talking about we're emotionally connected. You know what I'm saying? We're mentally connected. You know what I'm saying? We're spiritually connected. And what we do outside the bedroom is just a byproduct of what happens outside the bedroom.
There's no bedroom if the marriage ain't right.
I'm just
saying.
Quite
frankly, I don't care what you're doing there.
I'm just saying.
It's not going to help you.
And I'm saying, and so as it relates to the topic today, like for real, how are you allowing the difficult and challenging times of just life?
Mm-hmm.
Like for real, your wife come home from a bad day at work, your husband come home from a bad day. What are you doing hey, I'm here for you? Or you just like, let me just give her some space because she ain't feeling good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless she requests the space or he requests some space, like for real.
And matching bad experiences. You wouldn't believe what happened to me. Yeah, well, that happened to me. Yeah, my day was terrible too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on.
It's almost like now you're competing for attention with the
on.
one that needs you the most at the moment.
But once again, D, again, we talked about it. The 5 things that we do, like, or we need to think about when we having these kind of discussions, right? The maturity, the absence of selfishness, the absence of pride, treating the marriage like it's your client. You know what I'm saying? Humility, like for real. Start. I think sometimes when we do these shows and we talk about this stuff, people think we're talking about it because it sounds cute. Like
nah. I don't have that kind of time, man, to be doing this. I don't either. Just for that purpose. For what?
Yeah. And some of us, like for real, you're navigating through these difficult moments. You see your spouse going through changes. Oh yeah, I experienced that. And yeah, no, be there for them. Be there for them. You know they're not feeling right. You know they off. You see them. You see that they struggling to get back to the center. And you just watching them struggle to get back instead of saying, hey, how can I be of assistance to you? Or sometimes you might know exactly what to do and you don't do it because you preoccupied with something else. Like this, like the order of operations, I talk about it all the time, D, like for real, it's crucial. Your spouse sees you, that you in trouble, like for real. I've seen situations where a spouse is in trouble, the spouse see their spouse in trouble, and because they preoccupy with something else, and he knows or she knows that they're preoccupied with something else, and you just leave them out there to do, like, he'll be all right, let him get it together. Like what?
Just to drown. Yo, I'm going to add one because you and I talked about it a little bit. You and I are at a little different phase. You and I are the same age, but Simone and Faith are not. And I'll just keep it at that, right? Yeah. So as far as I know, I mean, I don't know all of your business, but as far as I know, maybe Faith hasn't crossed over this next hump, right? So I'm catching up with you to the 45 flow, right? And the Lord spares life in less than 2 months, right? Yeah. And so Simone and I, we're all in the same age group, right? And well, Simone is coming into the menopause flow, premenopause, baby. Yeah. And just so y'all know, listen, listen, you hot flashes are the least of your worries when you're starting to, and the least of your worries, the hot flashes, if they exist, are terrible.
Hey, not for nothing. Faith ain't got there yet, but we still got the AC on 72. It's bleeding up in here at night. I'm just saying. So what happens is the body changes to the extreme. The mind changes to the extreme because of the body and the hormonal shift. Yeah, no doubt. And at that time, women are often crossing over other thresholds, right? Frenchie said, ouch, Lord.
Oh, yeah. So it's in there. So what do I do? Like, I'm a husband, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what do I do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a quick story. So we were out in the country at this church, and there's a couple that we visit who are both naturopathic doctors. Naturopathic doctor, man, older guy. He looks at Simone. He could see something ain't right, and he said, "How long you been going through that?" This is all he said. How long you been going through that? And she didn't say what. He didn't say what. And she said, "This how long?" He said, "I got something for you." And he went, when we got to their house, he gave me a tincture. It's called Fem Plus. Yes. Oh, yeah. Fem Plus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saving somebody's marriage right now. Yeah. Fem Plus. It can only be purchased in one place unless somebody sells it out of their house. Yeah. Fem Plus. Dr. Scholl's. You'll remember this if you need it. I don't care where you are. If you're having menopausal issues.
AD, thank us
in your marriage. Did you hear what I just said? Menopausal issues in your marriage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's real.
Go get it. I'll finish the story. Go ahead, Quest.
No, I was just saying, say thank us later. Go ahead.
I'm changing your life, man, because even my mother-in-law, bro, she talked to me multiple times when she was here. And she was like, a lot of marriages, she's trying to like help me on the slide. She's like, a lot of marriages break up when women go through menopause.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that their spouses are cheating on them because things change in the other area of the relationship. Because during that time, sometimes the body's not really trying to hear all of that. So she's trying to prepare me, right? And I'm like, I'm listening to my mother-in-law try to prepare me, but she didn't know how to secret weapon. Fem Plus. And so what it did, man, it gave Simone equilibrium, completely lick out the hot flash, the upper cramp up, lick out.
Yeah.
And then the private stuff that will remain private, it's all work. Nothing wrong with it.
Yep.
And so all I'm saying is these are the kinds of things that can hit. And then I know men on the flip side where their prostate not working right.
Oh, come on.
And so if the prostate, if you understand the nat and fizz, if the prostate, I don't have that issue, thankfully.
Yeah.
But if the prostate swells just a little bit, the urethra passes through that.
Yep.
And if that swells just a little bit, urethra locks down.
It ain't no blood flow.
It ain't no urine flow properly. The blood ain't functioning properly. And then the thing is supposed to, the organ's supposed to go like this for when, you know, wifey and husband get to the point where husband is really enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And so now you got the prostate issue. So men, I need y'all to go online and find something, man. I can't recommend it because I don't use nothing at this moment, but find something to fix that. I'm just telling you, because some of y'all are grown and to the age where this matters. And we're trying, those are trials that people get divorced over, bro. You hear my voice turn up on you? People get divorced over this stuff. And it's physiological, bro. It's biological.
Yeah.
It is not because your spouse don't like you no more. And sometimes these changes go on for 10 or 15 more years.
Here's the part about it, though, D. When these things are happening, please, for the love of everything called marriage, talk about it.
Yeah, man.
How are you going through change? We're talking about impact, right? Mm-hmm. How are you going through changes and you're not sharing it with your spouse? How is it that y'all been together for 1, 3, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years as a married couple, and you going through changes emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and you're not telling your spouse about it?
Mm-hmm.
D, I had a conversation and I forgot where I was talking about this thing. How is it like two people are together? Like even in a marriage where you're just like, yo, so-and-so is attracted to me. I feel like I'm attracted to them. Like, because those are real things that people go through. And the funny thing about it is you dealing with it on your own and you're not talking to your spouse about it. Like what kind of relationship do you have where isn't that how intimacy is built? I mean, it might just be me, but how are you not having I'm talking about real conversations with your spouse? And if your spouse is coming to you, how is it that you are not mature enough, but you in marriage to handle the conversation that's coming at you?
Right. Right. Because you could be talking to somebody else about it.
That's the point that I'm making exactly. Because once it gets to that point where you talking freely with somebody else outside of freely talking with
problem. I had to unlearn some stuff early in my marriage because I'm a melancholy. And when I have a microphone, this isn't real life. Like I live behind a mic. I got so many programs I can't even tell you. But I live behind a microphone, but it's not real. It's virtual. Like I'm speaking to the mic. It doesn't speak back to me. I know that y'all are on the other side. So if I say to you that I don't like to talk or something like that, then you might find it odd because I always got a mic in my face. But that's a different context, right? Just in everyday life, I'm not really into chatting. I'm a melancholy.
Yeah.
Right. So now enter my wife, who I think has a right conception about interacting with her spouse, her husband, and she has no problem chatting. Mm-hmm. Give her a cell phone and she'll leave the house at 1:00. And by 1:01, she's dialing the phone. Hey, Dave, whatever she's saying. Click. Then 1:20. Hey, Dave, this is what else I was thinking and feeling. Blah, 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 blah. And I used to be like, yo, like, why are you calling me? So I didn't say it like that. I'm not disrespectful, but it's like, why are you calling me so much? Like, didn't you just leave? Like, and it's not because I don't like her. It was a function of my temperament that says, I don't like the phone being in my ear. Had nothing to do with her. But if I say that to her, then it's like, I don't want to hear from my wife.
Yeah.
So who's she going to call, Quest?
Yeah.
So guess who got the memo quick? Like, yes, hello. Hey, okay. I was waiting for your call. I knew you was going to call. Shut up. I don't like you. Yes, you do, because you keep calling me. So now it's a big joke.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, as many times as Faith will call me, she don't even really call, because when Faith is at work, she doing her thing.
Right. That's a different flow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She a turtle. So, you know.
Nose
But
to the
when she does
grindstone.
call, and she'll call like this, and then call 5 minutes later this, and then
I forgot what I was saying. Something else?
somebody laughing at me.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like this. Yep. You know why? Because I realize like I don't want you talking to nobody else.
Nah.
And when I say I don't want you talking to nobody else, I'm not insecure. I'm saying that forever your needs are, I don't want you going to nobody else for your needs.
If you're gonna pocket dial somebody, pocket dial.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Yeah, like you talk to your girlfriends, you know, you might have male friends or whatever that we know about. Okay, cool, I ain't tripping. But whatever your need is, when you want to talk to somebody, I want to be the first person that you come to talk to about whatever it is. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Is she calling now, Quest?
No, that's not her. That's somebody who don't understand that we record the podcast.
That we LIVE. Let's go.
We LIVE. And so I'm just going to ignore that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, B. So at the end of the day, D, like for real, you have to get to a place where what are you going to allow the difficulties to do to your marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're experiencing them collectively or you experiencing them separately, what are you going to do? Are you going to allow it to bring y'all closer together, or are you going to allow it to draw you further apart?
Mm-hmm. Word up. Yeah. So it's really a blessing though, because difficulties are coming. It doesn't matter what it is. And listen, the context of this program wasn't troubles in your marriage. It's the context is any trouble that happens anywhere around either of you is now a marital feature, because it's affecting one, and by extension it affects the other.
Yeah.
So we're not talking about marital problem. We're talking about any problem that has an impact on your relationship, on your household. And what we want to do is engender a positive response to say this is a safe place, and not just a safe place, but it's a welcome place, because where else can we go to find the solace we need when we're in trouble? The peace that we need when the world is completely bonkers. Have you watched the news lately? Them people are wilding out, man. Like, I'm not gonna get into politics today or any other day, but good grief. Like, I can't imagine like it's like people are competing to be
vile.
Like the worst. Like, I'm gonna be the worst. Like I'm gonna get the trophy and the prize for being the worst. No, I'm gonna be worse than you. And it's like, really?
Yeah, no. Yeah. And I'm saying, dude, just do me a favor. Whether you're a husband or your wife, understand that in situations like when your spouse, silence is not a fix. Only when you listening, encourage, love, be affectionate if you need to, but do what you need to do to restore your spouse to their center. Because if they off, then guess who else is off? The two is one. So yeah, man, D.
There you have. Yeah.
Bang, bang, billy, bang. Yeah, shots out. I love it, man. Vivette was dropping a gem or two at the bottom. She said,
yeah, man.
She said, you said the key word, safety. That's a huge part of the vulnerability necessary for intimacy to occur. Yep, you're absolutely right, Viv.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep. Ron Fields Jr. said a mature husband and wife take challenges head on and work together to bring the best out of each other through effective communication and attentive listening. Yeah. Shouts out to Ron Fields. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to do one more shameless plug before we shout the people out, Quest.
Mm-hmm.
I found a use, Ronnie Jacks. I found a use for this drop.
Yeah,
Ronnie Jacks. So I found a use for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So y'all don't mind it just for one more again before we finish?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, let's do this one more again before we finish. And this is the spot that we're gonna do, the segment we're gonna do.
All right, y'all, it's time for Grown Folks Business, a special segment to keep you on your toes and help you evaluate your marital maturity. You ready? Let's go. What are we talking about today, Dave and Simone?
Yep, yes. I love it.
Yeah, got my new homegirl, DJ Beans in Boston.
I love it.
Do that joint right there.
I love it. That joint is fire. I love it.
Yeah, man. Because that's what we talk about on the Marriage Ain't for Suckers program on the regular, man. Grown folks. We not playing with y'all.
Grown folks.
So I'm gonna leave the ball in your court because you were on the road last week. So you shout them out for me, homie.
Oh, no doubt. So, man, as always, man, Frenchie is back in.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts out to her. Yep. And Trada Booker. You know what I'm saying? She came in. Ronnie Jacks. I had the opportunity to go hang out with Ronnie Jacks the other day. Picked him up from the job and said, Ronnie, let's go have some dinner. Took him up to my spot, Seasoned Vegan. And they had a good time up there.
Harlem World, stand up.
Oh, man. I'm just trying to tell you. Ron Fields Jr. Shouts out to him. Yeah. Who else came through? Vivette is always like coming through. That's my piece from back in the day. Daniel Pate. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Daniel who came through and showed us some love. Lucy Brown came through as well. Yo, Faith popped in there. She ain't. Yo, let me tell you something. That Faith Green, she popped in like on stealth mode, D. On stealth mode. I didn't even see her when she popped in. Aisha Thomas. She said, you guys are great. I'm just enjoying the ministry and info. Aisha, thank you so much. We love you. Stacy, all the way from New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? BU family stand up. Carla Shelton. You know what I'm saying? Carla was here with us as well today. And a couple other people who, you know, was in the back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? DeCasey, I want to say his name is DeCasey. DK. Forgive me if I'm saying.
No, that's DK, man. That's
DK? Yeah. Oh, okay. DK. All right. Good. Ayana, let me tell you something. As always, she's in the building. Ayana, I will be talking with you soon. Brandy Fort. Shouts out to Brandy Fort as well. And everybody else, man. As you guys are listening, like I said, please do go by your iPhone podcast app. Go by, subscribe to the podcast, leave us a review as we try to get these numbers up. And thank y'all for, as always, hanging out with us and listening, you know what I'm saying, and making the podcast what it is, because we wouldn't have no podcast without any listeners. So thank y'all a million.
Word up.
Y'all.
All right.
AOD.
Yo.
What happened to peace?
Peace.